Tinubu's refusal to release Nnamdi Kanu at this point in time, what does it signify? Are Yorubas trying to threaten or weaken or show off what they don't have? What is your reaction to that?
Tinubu's refusal to release Nnamdi Kanu has gone a long way to spell how hate of the Igbos in the southwest soar up high in recent time. It has actually shown during the 2023 presidential election, whereby the Igbos in various parts of the southwestern Nigeria were subjected, southwestern Nigeria, yes, Yoruba land, were subjected to threats not to exercise their franchise, threat not to come out and vote their choice, a threat not to refuse Tinubu himself his vote. And we begin to ask, is the election done by force? Are you going to force this choice of franchise, one exercising his civil rights, on the Igbos? They often come out anytime there's an election threatening the Igbos to go down to southeast and vote, that they should not tell them what to do or vote out their persons in the southwest, threatening that Imo State, Anambra State, Enugu State, all the regions in the southeastern Nigeria should go back to their homes and vote. And this has spelled a long way, I'm telling you, to actually see the Yorubas are people that are undereducated. In advanced society like USA, you don't do that. In advanced society like in the southeastern Nigeria, no Igbo man could come out and start threatening Abokis and the Yorubas in Umuahia, Enugu and Port Harcourt not to exercise their civil rights. They have right to vote every Kunles and Yemis, everybody that are living in the southeastern Nigeria seeking for any politically exalted offices in Igbo land. They will not threaten you. You are a Yoruba man there, exercise your rights. So that is why we begin to understand that the claim that Yorubas are educated has been dragged on the mud. Poto. These people are uneducated, very, very poorly educated people that are full of self-aggrandizing and the conceitedness. Because we see how they fought the Igbos during 2023 election, stabbing many Igbos, killing many. One was killed at Balogu Axis, Lagos Island of Lagos. And it started to escalate into full war that the Ohanese chairman that was just released yesterday actually advised them not to cause war between Yoruba race and Igbo race, that we did not fight in the history of Nigeria. You know that Lagos state government has gone far to misunderstand that request by that traditional Eze, Ndibo, by taking him to court, accusing him of causing insecurity or alarmingly inviting chaos and the anarchy in Lagos state. This has gone a long way to tell you that Yoruba man has Igbo man. Yoruba has gone far to exercise that kind of hate that has never been equal, even during Awolowo time. Awolowo did not do that. They have rubbished the legacy Baba Awolowo has left until death. They have gone this far to jail this Ohanese king, detain him for nothing. The man spent a year plus in the cell. I'm telling you that Yoruba during Buhari regime exercised this kind of hate on Igbos, trying to align with the Fulani, telling us that the Fulanis are their brothers. And the Tinubu even came out with that last year when he visited Kanu. He gave them 15 million naira, claiming that Fulanis are their brothers. And today the Fulanis, they have turned their back on on Tinubu. This Tinubu administration spells doom for the Fulanis, according to the Fulani. And these are the same people that Tinubu was telling us once that they are their brothers. See, let me tell you, it has gone a long way to actually tell us, we the Igbos, that we should begin to go southeast, go down southeastern Nigeria for development. All the properties we have here are under threats of seizure. Time shall come when Igbos are going to renew their land use payments, and that is going to spell doom for some of the landlords that don't have that kind of money. They have even come out with law under Obasa, the Speaker of House of Assembly, that when it is at least 100 years, Igbo man is standing the chances of losing all his properties in the southwest. So let me explain how far education advancement has degenerated in the southwestern Nigeria. On Fulani dominance in Nigeria, I think Kumi has gone a long way to spank on the Igbos, thinking that the Fulanis, according to the patron, overall patron and chairman of MAZI Allah, Badijo, that the Fulanis are the strongest tribe in West Africa. A statement that is very, very treasonable, if you ask me. Because a government in place now, a Yoruba man is under that government. He tried to actually tell them that they don't have dominance over any tribe in Nigeria by arresting Bodijo. But within a week, a letter was written, a letter of threat to a sitting president, submitted to his publicity media chairman or assistant, Bayo Ononuga, his spokesperson, was intimidated. He started fidgeting because of a letter that comes from MAZI Allah chairman, Bodijo. Yes, he fizzled out. Bayo Ononuga, that threatened the Igbos during the election, that threatened the Igbos during the protest, that the Igbo man has come to the southwest to what? Start destroying government facilities. Ononuga fizzled out before the Fulani threat, and the Bodijo was released barely 1 month. And today, we've seen an Igbo man, an agitator, a peaceful one, that has won an award with the Guinness World Record as the most peaceful agitator in the world, languishing in jail, saying Yoruba turn their back, Yoruba president turn his back on Nnamdi Kanu, releasing Sunday IGBOHO, his brother. And today we have Igbo senators, lawmakers in the upper legislative and lower chamber. They are eating and dining with our common enemies, and still Nnamdi Kanu is languishing in jail there. See, let me tell you, Fulani threat to Igbo man is nothing but zero.
The Southwest are not finding it easy. Over 2,000 Southwesterners, Amoteku people have been trained or unleashed or readied for
to combat the
Fulanis
in the forest,
meaning that the Fulanis are already here.
Yes, they are there. Fulanis has infiltrated the whole Yoruba forest. Yes, the whole Yoruba forest, they are there. They are in Ondo forest, they are everywhere in Yoruba highlands. In the forest, Ibadan Express, in the forest, they are there. Ogun forest, they are there. In Ekiti, they are there. Axis of Ilorin, they are there. Last year, they killed 3 obas in Yoruba land, which begins to look like child play. And today, we have seen how they succeeded on entering a Celestial Church at Custom Baggage Road in Idiroku and beheaded a presiding prophet in that church using axe, sever her head, his or her head, and fled. Those are the people implementing Islamization process in southern Nigeria. They are the bandits. They are the Boko Haram insurgents. They are headers, Fulani headers. They are everywhere in Yoruba land. Haven't you seen what happened in the mid-belt axis of Adamawa last week? 148 community members were sent to their early grave, courtesy Boko Haram insurgents. A woman that went to her farm to harvest her vegetable in Ogun State was butchered into pieces by Fulani headers. They are everywhere in Yoruba forest. The influx of the Fulani youth, outside youth, into the southwest has become over-alarming. And we've been telling and hyping and saying all this in social media. They take us to the clown, political clowns.
But today
it has become a reality. 2,000 Amoteku corps officers were trained and they took into the Yoruba forests. There were 2,000 in numbers to comb the whole Yoruba forest, searching for Fulani headers, Boko Haram's ISWAP fighters. There is fire on the mountain now in the southwestern Nigeria. They have come to the conclusion that Nnamdi Kanu's prophecies and predictions are all realities, which has come to stay today. I'm telling you, the influx of northern youths to the axis of Ichaga and Abattoir, which the Yoruba has turned their back on them as a result of the taxes and money they are collecting from those boys. It is now playing on them that those are Boko Haram, ISWAP, and the Islamist fighters.
Why is Tinubu wasting time not to deploy military in the entire Southwest? No, if it is in the East now, they would have deployed thousands of military. Let him deploy. Boko Haram is already in Southwest. Let him deploy.
Tinubu is afraid of the Fulani hegemonies. He is their errand boy. He could do nothing. Again, let me ask you this question. Over the years, the Boko Haram insurgents, repentant bandits, as federal government tagged them or named them, have succeeded on infiltrating our military forces. They are there in the military. If you give them marching order to come to Yoruba land, forest, they will ally with the ASWAP, Boko Haram fighters and headers and fight Southwesterners. So he understands that giving marching order to the military to go to Southwest will spell doom. One, the military will take that as a common balance to over-exercise their military strength, and it will begin to look like what? Emergency rule, and they will perpetrate more that start criminalities in Southwest here. That's why Tinubu is being very, very tactical on issue of handling the Fulani headers, ISWAP and Boko Haram fighters in the Southwest.
Well, Amoteku cannot fight this.
They can fight these people. Why? The firearm strength or superiority of the Fulani fighters are more sophisticated than that of Amoteku. Amoteku was given order not to use AK-47 or machine gun by federal government of Nigeria under Buhari in the past. And I don't know what this present administration is doing, because before you could allow Amotekus to go into the Yoruba forest to come for the Fulani fighters, you would have equipped them with sophisticated weapons to match up with the superior firearms of all these Boko Haram, ISWAP fighters in the forest. So when you use material resources, as you have done already, 2,000 Amotekus, you need to clash it, to match it up with what? Material resources. Firearms. Those Amoteku corps, they need first-class firearms, because these Fulani headers are welding with them AK-49, AK-47, machine guns and other firearms that are of more sophisticated than that of Amoteku. I think if you ask me, I will tell you that those Amotekus, they are coming everywhere in the forest now, subjecting themselves to a risk that we might not know the outcome.
Thank you.